Welcome everybody from around the world. So glad to have you around. This is Solving Life's Problem with Emeka. Today, we'll begin to attempt to share with you and hang heads together on dealing with issues of everyday life's problems. As you are aware, the human life on earth is complex and beset by problems. In fact, problems are part of human existence. Problems as old as human beings here on earth. So, in the course of our life journey, encountering problems is not unusual. An ancient worshipper of God once said that man's life on earth is short and full of troubles. And he's right. So, as we go ahead, we'll begin to look at various aspects of human life's problem and the things that we can do to deal with them. You see, the complexity of our world and the human existence herein makes problems inevitable. We live in a world that is governed by forces sometimes beyond our control. The result is that problems arise and we need to solve them. We need to master and figure out how to deal with everyday life's problems. So how to help people do this, navigate through life and the problems that comes with it, will be the focus of this initiative. I hope you come along with us as we explore this. What is problem? A problem is a situation or issue that requires solution or resolution. It's a challenge or obstacle that needs to be addressed, overcome, and managed. And managed, we must. I think it's important that we look at the sources of problems. To start with, where does problems come from and why do they come? Different segments of society have tried to explain the sources of problems. Religious groups have their own explanation for the sources of problems. Sociologists have theirs, psychologists have theirs, and so on and so forth. But suffice it to say that these different sources of problems, explanation for sources of problems, have their own strong points. And in one way or the other, they will occur in the course of our discussions going forward. From the religious angle, for instance, the Christian religion traces the origin of problem to the fall of man in a garden once called the Garden of Eden. The Christian religion posits that man is fallen. We live in a depraved world filled by fallen human beings. As a result, in this world that we live in, men are imperfect. Men are evil-laden. Men are depraved. Men are fallen. When I say men, I mean human beings. Humans on earth are considered by the Christian religion as fallen, depraved, and the world we live in, therefore, is evil-laden. So, you and I know that the world we live in is far from perfect. We live in an imperfect world filled with unpleasant things. Evil and violence are rife. As a result, things don't always go the way we are. Our desires and expectations are contrary to realities sometimes, and then problems arises therefrom, and we need to deal with them. So we experience sicknesses, we experience diseases, we experience violence, we experience addiction, we experience even death. For instance, the weather may become inclement on a day that we want to rejoice and make merry. That's a problem to deal with. It may come, the weather will suddenly mar our events, ruin every good plan we have made. That's a problem. We need to contend with this, as simple as that is. At other times, sicknesses may come and disrupt all that we have planned and all that we have proposed. And that the result is that we need to deal with it. How do we deal with these things are the issues we'll be contending with in the next episodes that will come. Problems also come from human frailties, weaknesses, incapacities, and our finiteness. We are finite. Human beings are finite. We're limited in knowledge. We're limited in wisdom. There's a limit to what we can do. Our capacities are also limited. We are frail. We are weak. We don't have all the powers, all the answers to life's challenges. And so because of these human frailties, problems arise. We are full of imperfections. The best of us is still frail, weak and incapable in many respects. The result is that there are many problems that we'll have to deal with. For instance, we all desire problem-free marriages. We desire problem-free marriages. But most times, or sometimes, that's not the case. Sometimes divorce happens. Sometimes there's a separation. Sometimes there's even death.